We're now live, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to our Millionaire Mastermind call. Today's topic is kind of a fun one, MLM's dirty little secrets. We've done this before on Blab, first time on a webinar. I got a few guests in the room in the bottom corner, some MLM legends, the people that have been involved. I mean, their combined MLM experience between the three of us, I think we're getting close to like 75 years. When Dennis gets on, he's just having some technical difficulties, going to join us from Australia. The four of us will have combined over 100 years of MLM experience, all on this call. So I'm sure out of that amount of time, we could share some dirty little secrets. Once again, my name's Craig Peloquin, and my special guests, we'll let them introduce themselves, but I'll bring on all the way from Seattle, Washington, we have Matthew Edwards. Hey, Matthew, how's it going over there?
How you doing, Craig? I'm glad to be here with you guys tonight. And then Dennis and Greg, welcome, welcome.
All right, thank you very much, Matthew. Good to have you. And from Concord, California, we have MLM legend, and actually the guy that taught me everything about MLM. So if you don't like what I have to say, blame Greg. We got Greg Stewart. Greg, how's it going?
Oh, fine, thank you, Craig. And I'm not a legend. I'm just an old plow horseman doing this a long time. And so once it gets in your blood, it just seems to stay.
Yeah. Well, as you tell me, when to give you a bit of a history, I met Greg in my very first MLM company 22 years ago. You flew up and lived in Vancouver for a few years, and you taught me basically to be successful in this business. I had to copy successful people. Well, I think both of us got through high school copying, so it's a pretty easy business to do, if that's all you got to do. So tonight's topic, or I guess if I see we have people coming in from Australia as well. So this morning, and Dennis is calling in from Australia himself, our topic is MLM dirty little secrets. And, you know, Greg, I know that you love this topic. There's things that you want to talk about. If I was to ask you, what would be your number one thing that you've learned that you wish you knew when you first got involved in network marketing, what, you know, that you didn't know? What would be a dirty little secret that you'd like to share with our listeners today?
I believe that pre-launch should be a dirty word. So many companies enter the arena before they're ready. I don't know why, but months and months of pre-launch, it's the owners cannot keep their mouth shut and the doors closed, and many times it's send us your money so we can finish putting the program together. And people are working hard and not getting paid, many times for months, and then they have to try to convert a bunch of free sign-ups months later. And then with pre-launch, there's always stumbles with the merchant account, issues, and so pre-launch can be painful. And many of them stumble and fall before they even get started.
Well, you know, and we could talk about that because you have some experience. You actually had a company that did processing for MLMs because it's so difficult to get merchant processing. Maybe, Greg, you could share just a little bit based on your knowledge there, how hard it is to get set up and why you even had that company.
Well, sure. Many years ago, there was a company called StormPay, and they were a third-party processor, and they serviced a lot of young network marketing companies. When I involved myself in network marketing many years ago, there was no internet. Everybody had signed a rep agreement and would fax it in, so there's a live signature to hold on file, and then once the product is shipped, then there's a bill of lading. So if there's ever a chargeback request, or what's called a retrieval request, then you simply send to the merchant processor a copy of the assigned agreement and proof that product was sent. But now on the internet with digital products, and there's much more risk with credit card fraud. People don't realize that when you make a $100 purchase, that the company is not receiving $100. There's anywhere from a minimum of 5% hold to a 15 or even 20% hold sometimes, and then I call them garbage fees. Merchant processing is unfortunately not regulated. The banks protect the ISOs, and so there's tremendous fees that are involved. Even a small business that's non-MLM, just any kind of a small convenience store or something, or a salon or anything, they're spending thousands every month just on processing fees. But then when a company is in pre-launch, I don't know, are you still hearing me or am I lost?
No, hearing you just fine there, Greg.
Okay. Well, a company's in pre-launch then, they have many times thousands or tens of thousands of free sign-ups, and then when they flip the switch to have people convert and make a purchase, that actually freaks out the processor. They think there's something wrong, and funds will be held and frozen, and that happens a lot. And so, and it's difficult for network marketing companies to obtain a merchant processor because of fraud that takes place around the world, and they're so clever in how they do that, the fraudsters. Yes, I had a company with the business model very similar to PayPal, and we did service all the companies that PayPal would not service, such as young startup MLM companies.
Great. So basically then, Greg, you've had experience, as a startup. You're right. I mean, it's literally they're just saying, hey, send us your money so we can finish building this. Then you've got issues when they finally do get to go to launch. And, Dennis, I see that you are online, Dennis, with us in Australia, but you're having some video issues. Are you there on audio, Dennis? I guess we won't worry about Dennis over there. So hopefully Dennis can get his stuff out there, because Dennis, he runs a software company that he's launched over 550 MLM companies in the past, almost 20 years through his software platform. And he's seen a lot of that too. Getting that merchant gateway is not an easy thing to do. And, so, I mean, that's just one little dirty little secret. Pre-launch and startup should almost be a swear word in our industry. Now, Matthew, you've been involved in the industry for quite a while yourself.
Yes.
You've seen some things and things that have worked and not. And hey there, Dennis. We finally got Dennis live. Everybody can wave to Dennis. Hey, Dennis.
Hey there. You see me?
Oh, your volume's working too. That's great. Fantastic.
I don't know which mic's working.
Matthew, out of all your years of experience, you've been doing this business for over 30 years. Like, you got more experience than all of us here. What have you seen in the industry that you'd like to share as one of the little secrets that people don't know until they get into a leadership position?
Welcome everybody. Thank you for having me on the call tonight. The dirty little secret is the secret. It's the secret that they don't tell you about. You know what I mean? The auto chargeback. I know. I just heard Greg talk about the chargeback and the auto ship, but the secrets that they don't tell you is the bonuses and the chargebacks, the car bonus. You're not really earning a car. You're paying for a car and you're leasing a car and you're paying a lease in the company name to make the company status look good, but the company's not paying. They're paying a portion of that lease for you, but in the eyes of the new distributors, it make it look like they're driving a car that the company's paying for, and those are real secrets that's in the industry. But I came into this, and it took me 30 years to learn that to be successful in this business, it was going to take teaching and training. That was the one thing I missed when I came here, because I heard Greg Stewart talk about chargebacks. And the reason early on in this business that we got chargebacks was because we really didn't understand auto ship.
Right.
And they needed our money. See, I didn't understand auto ship when I came into this. The ADOs and automatic draft display and all of those things wasn't properly told to us, and we didn't know that was based upon how we made our money. I came in here gun-ho and spent my $200 a month and didn't, it took me 5 years to make my $200 back. You know what I mean? So I had to stick around. You know what I mean, Greg?